So for me, yoga has always been more than a healthy activity or an exercise. So many things in this life push us and pull us in different directions. Work, family, relationships, these things can really steal your identity. I think yoga has been both physically and spiritually medicinal for me because outside of the chaos, I'm able to stop and really remind myself of who I am. The idea of making a career out of being able to teach this to other people has really changed my life. Had been with my company for a few years. I felt really good within my job security. Things were great. And then the pandemic hit, and being in the retail industry, we've been hit really hard, and we're not as necessary as we might have thought we were. I was able to find Arrichion pretty shortly after I moved to Charlotte. Within the first class or two, I felt that I was at home. I had found a community that I could be a part of, and I've been really grateful for the family that I have found at Arrichion during this crazy pandemic.
I just felt like my desk job and what I do on the day-to-day is not my passion. I would leave work every day feeling extremely stressed. I didn't feel like I was fulfilling my passion. I came home and was just so mentally and physically exhausted, and I started looking for a way to release that and fulfill my passion elsewhere, and that's when I found Arrichion, and that's when I found yoga.
So at Arrichion, the teachers are very technical and very specific. I was a little skeptical about doing an online program because I spent so much time at the studio in South End, and I thought, how can it be as helpful to be online? And I was completely blown away at how much individualized attention I've been getting from each coach. We submit videos that are from multiple angles and multiple times, and they are very specific and thorough with their feedback. And I don't think you would get that from either just looking up YouTube videos and trying to learn, or even an in-person class. I feel like you wouldn't have that same type of one-on-one attention because there'd be too many people.
So definitely, I would attribute to my improvements in performance from an athletic perspective directly to the way that they teach, the styles of yoga that they teach, and the fact that they are athletes who have designed the courses and the classes that you end up taking.
It's a really tough program, and the coaches do not take it easy on you just because it's online. You're not going to skate by, you're not gonna fly under the radar. It is really challenging, but it definitely embodies the phrase, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And we're all here to grow and become better yogis and also really good yoga teachers at the end of all this.
And the style of yoga that they introduced me to at their studio, really ever since, and I've lived in 2-3 places since then, really that's what I keep kind of coming back to. It's this competitive, this athletic style of yoga that you really don't see in too many places. They don't do ohms, there's no chanting. It's come in, you're gonna get a great workout, and you're really gonna push yourself.
Not only with the yoga teacher training are we being certified, we're also learning how to be entrepreneurs, which takes the entire program a whole step further. During this process, we're learning how to build our brand, how to find our target audience, how do we market ourselves to other people, and how do we build a clientele. It's a really crazy process when you really think about it, because a lot of people don't have that knowledge once they come out of yoga teacher training, and that's what's set Arrichion apart from all the other programs out there.
Just in the past few years, there's been so many changes with regards to the social media aspect of things. And if you're going to set out on your own and you're going to be a true entrepreneur, you need to know how to be on Facebook, how to communicate with people on Instagram, how to create your own website. And they do a great job of really getting into the nuts and bolts of, even if you've never used Instagram before, they're going to walk you through, show you how to do that, and another tool that's going to set you up for success in the long term.
What this program has given me an opportunity to do is explore a little bit more of my creative side and come up with a class structure based on what kind of a niche I see myself focusing in on once my teacher training is actually done.
I think this whole situation has pointed out that you can't always predict the future, and it's great to have as many skills that you're truly passionate about as possible. And as much negativity as is going on in the world right now, I think there's a lot of people that now have said, okay, what can I focus on? I can really focus on and use this opportunity to better myself. And I think this is an opportunity that came about despite these uncertain circumstances, showing that you can do that. You can always keep learning and you can always keep improving.
I can't tell you how much it means to me that I'll have my yoga career to fall back on, regardless of what happens with this pandemic and my job, and I have Arrichion to thank for that.
It might sound a little bit cheesy, but the Arrichion 200-hour teacher program has really changed my life and given me so much hope for my career as a yoga teacher and really my life in general.
I'm a recruiter right now, and it's been pretty cool going through the yoga teacher training to realize that I really could potentially be changing the course of my life. I could go outside of this to own my own studio, be a yoga instructor. I could teach at Arrichion potentially. I could go teach at breweries, and it's just really neat to see that I could really change the course of my future, and Arrichion has made me realize that that dream is possible. My name is Lauren Spell, and I'm going to be a yoga teacher.
I'm going to be a yoga teacher.
And I'm going to be a yoga teacher.
I'm going to be a yoga teacher.
I'm Casey Stein, and I'm going to be a yoga teacher.